Hello friends, today I am going to discuss pandas. Panda is a library. It contains in a Python also. So most of the time we see the data in a multiple formats like including HTML, JSON, Excel and CSV. So Panda is also look like a we are able to do this type of work. It is just similar to this one, but it is a more comfortable, and we can easily understand your data. We can easily conventions. It is most of the time it is number of the text conventions used throughout different way. So like Panda as a library, just I'm going to the import pandas as pd and import numpy as a np. Numpy is the another library, look like a numerical value. So if I want to create some random value, so the np dot random sets 1, and I am going to the create a like a one series data. So s will equal to pd dot series np dot random dot 100. So I have created, because in Python it will start from the 0, so we will see here the 0 to 99, so its length is 100. So it is created automatically like this. Sorry for first we need to the run this one, and then we can run this. So this is the first way we can see. And one more thing, just I am just running pandas data at this is the Google Colab platform, and it, so let's see, first we need to the run this one, and then we will run like a np dot random. It has been created. So I think you can see here. After that I want to see the any individual data. So look here, just I have to retain here s as a variable and 2 inside of the square brackets. So we can see here like the third elements. So let's see, the third value is minus this one. Similarly, if I write here the fourth, fifth, sixth, you can see the any value. Next, if you want to see the 3 and more value like a 2, second, fifth and 20th value, so we can write here second, fifth and 20, but we need to put here the double square brackets because the series with the shifts. And if you want to see just because like a 3 to 8th value, so we can see like here 3 to 3, 4, 5, 8th is not included, so you can write this one like a 3 to 8th series. So I hope it is clear. Similarly, just I am going to write here like a 3 to 10th. So you will see here like this one 0, 3 to 9th element. So now this is the way to easily understand. So another is the, if you want to like your head data and tail data, means if you write like a variable, you have taken like a s dot head, so you will see the top 5 rows. And similarly, if you write here like a tail, and you can see here like a top tail, and you can also let's see, just I have removed here, so you can see here top head. And similarly, just I am going to create the another cell, and if you want to see how like the tail, so top 5, and in between we can see just we have already discussed like a slicing. Now the index, so if you are writing like we are writing s dot index, so we can see range index, so start 0 and stop 100 and step is the 1. So s and value, we can see your values, so all we can see all these value has been like a array set. Second, I am going to create like a, so one is the series, so panda dot series I have created 1 2 3 4 5. And second, I need to write the index a b c d, there are 4 index. So let's see, just I have created, so your data has been look like this a b c d, but if I want to see my data look like this x y z, so you can also write here x y x y z and k. So your data look like this way, so you can see here, so you can change, you can write your name like O. So I think, is it clear? Similarly, if you want to create like this is called panda dot series, if you write here like a type and s2, we can see you, if you do not understand like a type, so you need to the understand, you need to the see my previous video like pythons. Another, just if I want to create like a panda dot series, and I am going to the create look like a dictionary way, just a is a one string here, another is the value, it has been given the keys and values way, so we can also see this is the other way we can create your data. Now I have created a data like the s will equal to pd dot series and np dot none. So length of the s is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and the shape of this data s dot shape is 10. And if you count here, so it will start like a noun 9 because it will start from the 0, and s dot unique, so array 10 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, this is the unique. Next, if you want to the count this value like the s dot value like a count 1 6, like this you can count this value. Another, just we have already created your pandas datas and series, and we have two variables, one is the s3 is here and s4 is here, but let's see the index is a different, like a b c d I have written, and here just d c b a. So whenever we add it, so a will add it automatically with a. So let's see, a and a has been added and becomes 2, So could you see here? Could you see here? A plus A, it becomes 2 similarly. But what happens just if you want to the change like enhance of the A, B, C, D, and I want to write here like F. Is it possible to the work? Like another variable, something happened here. So A, B and C, like we have created series. Yes. Why it is not working? Something 1 2 3 here is. So I have gotten here the value error. So let's see, just I am going to remove here. Yeah, so let's see, just I have gotten here the value error because I am going to write here one more. So keep in your mind there are the 4 values here, so we have gotten like a value error. But if I remove this one, so then you could see here look like this your data. We can see S4 look like this. All right, and we can edit, we can subtract, we can also multiply here, we can also divide there. So could you see how just if I am going to the S3 and put here the S minus S4, and similarly we can also go look here, we have gotten like the 0 because why did I get 0? Because S3 and look here 1 minus 1 becomes 0, 2 minus 2 becomes 0, 3 minus C is a whole, C is also look like, so this is not a arranged data. So you need to the arrange here. Similarly just NP I have created the 2 arrays, one is the A and B. So A array has been created and we can edit, and we can also subtract. This is the other way, like this A minus B we can see here. So this is the best way array you have created, like an I am using here the NumPy library. So first is the series data, another we are going to the frame. So this is called a panda dot data frame. So np dot array and numpy array we have created 10 and 11, another 20 and 21. So it will take automatically like the number of the rows and columns. So let's see, it has been converted into the number of rows and columns. So if I write here like a 12, you will see the sum, and like the 22. So it has been created like a, there are 2 rows 0 and 1 and 0 1 and 2 columns. Similarly 4 5, and so this is the very good way we can see your data like a with the data frames. Now the next, the df1 like a panda data frame, and I am taking a data like a series data. So npy.arrange, so np.arrange it will take automatically data from the 0 to 15, and panda.series np.arrange like a 15 to 20, because if you count from the 10 to 15 and panda.series np.arrange 15 to 20, and we want to print like a df1. So let's see. Similarly, just I am going to change here like a enhance of this value look like this. So data panda.data frame, just I have created value. It will start from the 10 to 24 you have seen. But panda.series arrange here the 5, so it will start from the 15, 16 and 19, but 20 is not included, but don't have the value, so it has written like a none. So df1 we can see here this step, so it has like a, you can see here 15 column and 2 rows. Similarly, just you can, I am going to the create like a df will equal to data panda dot frame data frame numpy array, and it has like a 10 and 11 and 20 and 21. So we can see like a, you can write the name like of the column. If you want to put like a column's name in hands of the 0 and 1, you can easily change here. So like a and B. So see here, in hence just I am going to the write the some name like a X, and another I am going to write here Y. So I think you can change like a columns and names, and if you want to change like a similarly rows, so you need to the write here rows. So df dot columns will equal to A and B, so it has been printed. So df dot columns like a C1 and C2, so you can write, you have already changed. Next I want to write df will equal to panda dot data frame and np dot array, and just I have created one array, name of this array like this 0 1 2 3, and I want to put here the columns also. So C1 and C2, this is the columns, and another R1 and R2 index. So we could see here this is the columns and this is the index. So if you write here like a P1, so see here P1, and if you want to change according to your, and P2, and if you want to see your data look like C. So I hope it is clear to how to emulate your data. And df dot index means if you R1 and R2, and let's see, just you can see here the index you have already changed like a P1 and P2. So like you can see here your data, and this is the object type of data. After that, if you want to see your values in this data, so you write here the df dot values, and you can see your data its values. Now I am going to the create, just I am applying again like a panda dot series and numpy library np dot arrange. So this means just I am going to the create like a numbers 1 to 6, but it will be the like a 1 differences is look like a 1 2 3 4 5 is continuously, but second data we are going to the create like a 6 to 11 and differences is 1. Now the panda data names like C1 S1 C2 and S2. Let's see what happened. So you could see like your data is this way: panda dot data frame c1 and s1, c2 and s2. So you are replacing like a c1 in hands of the s1 and c2 in hands of. But what happens, just I am going to write here, look like 2 means you have gotten like a differences between 2, and you can write here the 3. Is it possible to the create this data? Yes, it's it. So yes, we can see the differences of between the 1 and 6 number must be like the 1, 3, 5, this type of the numbers, and similarly the 6, 3, 9, 9, 3, 9, 3, 12. So it does contain, so you have, it has been mentioned like a 9. After that, let's see, just first I am going to the create like a panda.series numpy, arrange this data like a 12, 14 and index like a 1, 2. So index look like a 1, 2, and you are creating a data from like a 12 to 14, 12 np arrange like a 12, 14. So let's see, so data frame will be like a c1 s1, c2 s2 and c3 s3. So you can see here your data look like this way, because previous we have already look like the c1, c2 and c3, and this will be the 0, 1, 2, 3. Let's see what happens. Just I am changing a value like 24, and could you see here what happened? Just your data hasn't been like a, you have gotten the some error, because length, the value of 12 does not match the length of index 2. So if you write here like a 20, so let's see, index 2. So index 2 is not a containing, so let, so you will start from the 2 to 24. Again you have gotten the same mistakes, and now if you write here like 2 and 4, so you can see here 0, 1, 2 and this one. Now let's see just one more thing, and just import the pandas as a pd, import a numpy as np, import a date time. Matplot we are using like we want to the plot something, so import a matplotlib.pyplot as a plt and percentage matplotlib inline. pd dot set underscore options like the display a notebook as repair html false, and display the maximum columns like a 15, and display the options. So these are the settings, so don't worry. Now I am going to the creating, taking a data from the online. So this is a financial data, so we are taking, and now we will start there. So I have already discussed this one is a one of the most important thing, but let's see, just now I am also again I am going to the discuss in this video. So I have taken a data from financial data like some financial price like a Microsoft, So MSFT data. So we can see here, look like a, we can easily arrange this data. We can see the tail, we can head, and I want to select the only one column, so that ADJ close. So ADJ close, we want to see this data, so we will see only one data, look like ADJ head and tail also way. But I want to see in this data, because if you see the data from the 2000 to the 2021, so if you want to get informations about this data, so you will see the number of rows and columns in this data. So let's see, but I want to see the only the specific date. So I write here like the MSFT like a variable, and 2021 to 1 and 2021 to 16. So we have seen this data like 9 rows and 6 columns. Similarly, in this data, I want to the some informations like just open, high, low, close, adjacent, close. So you see here volumes. Okay, so name of this data has been given the specific day and all informations of this day. Second, if you want to like all informations, like if you want to like the average value, mean value, median value, so we can easily get here the specific day. Now if you want to the head of this and tail, I have already discussed. But if you want to write here, the you will start from this date and this date, and you want to see the only the 5 rows, so we can see here easily 5 rows from this date to, so look here, it is start from the February 2000 and it will the 9. So let's see, 1 February to the 7 February Feb has been given. Similarly, if you want to see like your data 6th, okay, so it depends though, if you want to see the columns, if you want to see here the rows, and if you want to arrange this data like pd.series np.series 0 to 90 multiplied with the 60 multiplied the 24, so you can easily arrange this way, minutes, seconds. Okay, so you can also convert into the month, automatically it will take data. You can describe, you can use like a describe, you can use like a percentiles of this data, and you can use the other scenario like this. So average count we can AC, we have already gotten like a AC, and so I hope you can understand how to create a data in the Pandas. If I get more time, I will try to give the more video, and it must be related to the data. So thank you. It will be helpful for everyone.